Hi, Sophia. It's good to see you again. When we spoke on the phone, you said you had a couple questions regarding wooden caskets for me.
I do, and I apologize because I have a list.
No worries. That's what I'm here for.
Okay, I guess I'll just jump right in. What what type of wood is used to make the caskets?
So, we have many different options of wood. Some of the more popular choices would be mahogany, cherry, walnut, oak, pine, and poplar. Those are some of our more popular options.
Okay, what's the difference, say, between a softwood and a hardwood?
So, hardwood's going to be a little bit more durable and a little more costly, but if you were looking at a softwood, they're not going to be as durable, still pretty durable, but they'll be a little bit more budget friendly on that end.
Oh, okay, and my husband is making me ask, are the caskets biodegradable?
So in most cases, yes, they are biodegradable, and that would honestly depend on if were using a finish or how many wood metal pieces would be inside, but for the most part, they're all going to be pretty biodegradable over time.
Okay, do they require a vault or, say, a liner?
So that would also depend on the cemetery that you're going to. Not everywhere requires it, but some do because of the earth load, and they also don't want the weight of the casket to sink any further than 6 feet.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes, so you would have to figure that out for the cemetery that you were wanting to look at.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, okay. How much do they cost, say a wooden casket?
So they can start out relatively cheaper, starting at about $1,000. And then if you wanted to go for a more premier wood like mahogany or cherry, they can go for about $10,000 more.
Okay.
No worries.
Can I customize the casket?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can customize it besides choosing the wood. You can choose the finish on it if you're wanting to do a finish. You don't even have to do that. You can choose the fabric interior. That's something that people really love to do. You can also do some engravings or carvings into the casket if that's something you're interested in as well.
Okay. Is there a huge difference in the quality between the woods?
I wouldn't say a huge difference. They all have their flaws and differences, but for the most part, I would say most of them are pretty durable.
Mm-hmm.
So it would really just depend on the kind you're looking at, and I can absolutely get you a pamphlet to look at, and we can discuss durability and prices as well.
Okay, that sounds good. Are the caskets eco-friendly?
Yes, so I would say most caskets are eco-friendly. It would depend on if you were using a finish and what kind, because they do have chemicals in them. So if you're worried about the soil or the vegetation near, more than likely it's not going to affect it a whole bunch, say as if you weren't using a finish. So if that's something you were worried about, we could, choose either like a mild finish on it or no finish at all. But again, I really don't think it'll affect it by that much.
Okay, and forgive me because I'm kind of stupid when it comes to this stuff. So for cremation, are the wooden caskets suitable for that?
Yes, so you are able to choose pretty much any wood that we have for cremation. We do make sure that there really isn't a finish on it just because of the chemicals going into that. And we also try to make sure that there are very limited metal pieces if we have to use any at all. Otherwise, yeah, most of our wood options would be great.
Oh, okay. How heavy are they?
So that would depend on the type of wood as well. Some of our less durable ones can weigh about 60 pounds. If you're looking at a more premier wood that's durable and usually a heavy set wood, they can go to about 150, 160 pounds. But I do want to ensure you that all of our staff is trained properly in maintaining and carrying the weight of the caskets.
Oh, okay. And just a few more questions
Yeah.
here. What's the difference between a veneer and a solid wood?
So for a veneer, it's actually just a wood composite, very thin layer of outer wood that makes it look real, makes it feel real, but it is a little bit more budget friendly and does not weigh as much as to where the solid wood, it is completely real wood, and so it'll be a little bit heavier and a little bit more costly, but either are great options, and so we can discuss which one would be best suited for your loved one.
Okay, and last question. Could I buy the casket online or say through a third party instead of coming, say, through the funeral home?
Yeah, absolutely. It is not required here that you buy a casket through us. We just offer our caskets because we know how stressful it can be trying to get everything together. So we want to make it a little bit easier on the loved ones for choosing one. But if you found one that's more suited for you, or maybe a different design or whatever that you would like, you can absolutely do that. It's no problem at all.
Okay, well, thank you. You've given me a lot to think about and a lot to discuss, and I will get back to you shortly.
Yeah, absolutely. Here in a little while, I'll just grab some pamphlets for you and we can go over everything together. It was nice seeing you again, and I really hope everything works out for you.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. You have a great day.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you.